Gabriel get the phone call. That's what I am looking for, because me no want telling you make it look like a me make up story. So you hear Fried Boss just tell we say, then go 1 minute to hear it, right? Be sure you there listen. So me want to find for following Gabriel's story now when you get the call 7. So that's why I'm telling you say, Mr. T, you're a reptile, and following Gabriel, I'm going to tell you as we go along the time that will make sense when they're closer together. You understand?
In 12-year-old Manchester High School student that went missing on September 26 and has been allegedly seen but not heard from since. Remember people? Allegedly seen because them say them see him but nobody don't hear from him. No. You see, a lot of allegations are being shown at the principal of Jayden school. And people, in a normal, allegations are fling from left to right on the principal. Some people are say, he involved in this, he know about this, he know about that. One whole person thing. Some people are say, from Jayden, listen, the principal no say nothing at all. Uncle Pan Delico interview them when them see him on the TV. But he actually said something in the people. He actually said something before all of this bust out. And everybody.
Guys, at 37 now in the live, may I beg at least 30 away to give me some blue and yellow art representing for Jayden Smith, the child that missing in September 2025. And may I count to see how much we are going to do it. May I beg on some yellow and blue art, guys. Some yellow and blue art. Represent for Jayden. Represent for Jayden. Cause he might gone, but him never gonna be forgetting. Never. This a little boy I will never be forgetting. Never. So tell the crocodile, tell the hyena, tell the reptile, tell Goatee, he will never be forgetting. Never. You hear me I tell you now? He will never come out of the minds of the public because you treat him despicable. And you are the one that meant to be looking after him. You are the one that meant to protect him. And this is what his fate is. Where him disappear in 10 years and you are going like say feel no emotion and feel no feelings above all. You understand me I say? Thank you, Shander. Thank you, my darling. You get where me I come from? So nobody feel like say Uno can't do nothing to take him out of the minds of us. So me I beg some yellow and blue art. The guys, and this is for free. It's for free. So yellow and blue art is for free, please. Hi. Hello. A justice officer, you know, what kind of noise that makes? So justice for Jayden. Or you have to leave here. Good.
Start talk about Jayden. He did an interview on Nationwide. You understand me as a people? Yes, he did something, he said something for a couple minutes. Not just on the TV where you see him for a second and him gone. No, he was on Nationwide doing an interview about Jayden Smith. I think it was October, the 2nd of October, yeah.
Jesus Christ, like a pity.
October on Nationwide. But because the thing never blast, enough people never hear that interview. Anyway, I'm going to play that interview now. But before I play the interview, listen to what the lady I have to say.
I don't know if I'm alone. Keep on a scroll everywhere just to see something pop up with Jayden. Like this little boy take a toll for me, I not lie. And every time you look in at this story where the family member they say, it just not make no sense. It just not add up. It just look like you're not involved. And you see, when you have a child or children and see things like this happening to other kids, you have to have a heart. It's like a feel one belly pain you feel all over again when these things happen. I'm just in a house a while ago and I look at me and say, imagine there's a storm that is threatening to come to Jamaica straight. And me start worry about the little pitney, whether I alive or not alive. Like, me find myself like I think, like, what if he is alive and what if he is not, and how the water go. Like, some things will go through my head. Me not think of me alone. This Jayden situation affect. And to God, man, somebody not have no conscience. Even if you know you go to jail. If you come out and say, listen, because a lot of persons, Jamaica, Guyana, Canada, England, all over the world, everybody eye upon the case here. Everybody eye is on this case. It's like an Adriana Young situation. Why me no know? But me feel this to me heart. Me I tell you no. Me no understand why people are unalive little pitney, like make it make sense. Uno grow and experience life. Little pitney they make them grow and experience life too. I saw a video of Jayden when he was graduating. It looked like they were doing a little poem thing, and it's the message that was in that poem. Think before you get
Jamaica
angry.
Shan.
Count from 1 to 10. A little pitney not deserve this, man. Me I tell you no. Hey. Why? Me no know.
Good evening, Principal Gabriel.
Yeah, good evening, Richard.
So what we are trying to listen out for, right, is the time when Fallen Gabriel get the call. And we're going to go back to what time Yard Boss say the crocodile left the hospital.
Good evening to your listeners.
And Sandra is with me.
And Andre, yes.
Let me ask you, what's the latest on the search for young Jayden?
So, came up empty today again. We're very hopeful.
And these are the things when me are telling us that context matters. You hear what the host refer to Jayden? Young Jayden. Young Jayden. Listen to all that pervert refer to him.
That we would have found Jayden today because conclusively, I can speak to some of the alerts that we got earlier in the week about him being seen, although some persons adamant that they would have seen him in their surroundings. So quite evident he has been moving around the town of Mandeville. Can't say what is.
And these are the things when me are telling us that context does matter. What the hell Fallen Gabriel mean when him say quite evidently he has been moving around the town? So that's why me no want nobody come tell me when me a drop it belt buckle in my head. Because you are not talking like you're saying from a second hand or a third hand. You're saying quite evidently, meaning obviously he might walk up and down the town.
So quite evident he has been moving around the town of Mandeville. Can't say what his base is. But as far as last night is concerned, after 6 I got a call. This now is one of our workers at Manchester High School who knows him well.
Alright. So listening to him says if first call him get after 6. The first call this wanker get is after 6. So unless you're not ready to come tell me say I drink cigarette and I smoke rum.
See him on the Wesley Road, that's in the vicinity of the school. They raised an alarm and she said she had gotten help.
So let me ask you one question. How this person can call Fallen Gabriel after 6? He said they see him on Wesley Road.
And him not missing yet. That me want know too.
Him not missing yet, you know. So how
the family not report him missing. So how that is that not make sense for true. But interesting.
How you ever tell me now, say you get a call from one of your staff member after 6?
Is that the Friday I say him get that call there? Or am I thought the Wednesday when the woman says she see him up at Wesley Road?
No, because
what date depend that way you play?
Hold on, them go talk the date. Hold on.
Some of the alerts that we got earlier in the week about him being been seeing, although some persons are the man that they would have seen in their surroundings. So quite evident he has been moving around the town of Mandeville. Can't say what his base is, but as far as last night is concerned, after 6, I got up.
So remember now, because we're going to find out when the interview you take.
This is not the Saturday interview, Tiger.
Well,
This is the interview done in the week.
Well, man, that's what I'm telling you. Say, them are going to talk when the interview you keep. And him say last night, as far as last night is concerned. And I'm sure it's 2 interviews, so I'm not going to really jump the gun and say this at the 27th one. But them are going to tell you when it come in, them are going to tell you when the interview happened. And him say last night. So him better make sure say I know the 27th interview this. Because last night would have been Friday.
Oh, this is one of our workers at Manchester High School who knows him well. Would have seen him on the Wesley Road that in the vicinity of the school. They raised an alarm and she said if she had gotten help at the same time, they could have gotten him, but she wasn't quick enough. So because when they raised the alarm, he started to run. And then it was getting dark, he disappeared in some bushes and we conducted.
So a big educated man like this piece of crap here say she raised the alarm and it was getting dark and he ran down the bush. So him run into the dark from out of the light and going to some bush. But however, the news report this same time here, the different way around. If you go back and listen to the news report, it is the same event but in a one different way. But we are going to carry on.
The search, but it would have been difficult because that was night. So given that situation and we could confirm that he's in that locality, we arranged a massive party today with students and the firefighters and the police and media was there and we combed that entire area. Grove Road, Newley Road, Wesley Road, Wesley Avenue, and we came up short.
If I could just follow, was the staff member able to say what he was wearing or how he was attired at the time when she saw him?
Yes, man, she gave a very, because I was about 20 minutes away, so I would have rushed at some delays in the traffic, and I got there, they couldn't see him again, but she saw him in his same uniform as posted in the picture, school uniform, shirt, something just the same, knapsack on his back. But this time she said he had another bag in his hand as well, so they are surmising that maybe he was heading towards the town to get food or something, because it would have been about less than 5 minutes now from the nearest food place on Wesley Road.
So what's the impact just for Gabriel on the students, you know, his friends, colleagues there at the school, now that they're doing the search and today's another day that you've come up short?
No, this is number one, but as you can imagine, we're not used to this kind of thing. This students in the current population know would have had to endure a situation like this. But despite the fact that Jayden would have just started Manchester High School just 1 month now, he's part of our population and we're close in his family. So today when we announced that quickly we're going to arrange a search, the entire school population almost literally wanted to go on the road. We had to manage the numbers. And they didn't just want to go for this one. They had a deep concern and they really want him to come back home. When I went to his class, they were at the first forum, that was Monday morning. So basically he sits right at the front of the class, to the right of the teacher. And they left his decks and chair very clear. And with the high hope and expectation that he's going to rejoin them. So you can imagine the kind of impact. So everybody's going about still going to their classes and engaging in their various activities. But when they come on the campus, you can tell that something is different.
Are his guardians, parents, a part of this search party?
Not today, but they've been all over the place. She has visited school on a number of occasions, so we stay in close contact. And they have organized searches independently of what we are doing. So sometimes they would move out with us, and other times, depending on where the leads are, they would go to different areas. But today was like they arranged one, so they weren't a part of this one.
And what have you been able to gather from his class teachers? What kind of student is Jayden?
Just like MP said, all positive. It's one of those model students, and one of our indicators as educators in the way they have made students want to sit at the front of the class. highest achievers, that came in on the first placement with a very high score in excess of 90. Valedictorian, top boy at the level, and very jovial because
People, in the case of Jayden Smith, the missing
because some of his classmates with Monday morning, they work with him at Little Jesus in Mandeville. That's a piece of it, quite popular, and they had good interaction. They were sharing meals with him and so on. And the only thing they said is that he ate more than he would have normally eaten. And they all left him there because he told them that he had something else to do in Mandeville. But they would not have suspected anything based on out of the ordinary. Just he ate a lot and he still carried food with him when we check the footage. But nobody can say his whereabouts after that.
So that sounds like, and just based on what you said to me, that sounds like he was preparing himself not to go home.
Clearly, that we can conclude for sure. We were saying today that, and he's part of the Kennedy unit as well, but boy, his survival skills are excellent because we have been seen at so many different places, and yesterday the distance that he ran, when I checked that has to be somebody with a lot of energy still to be able to run all that distance and then disappear, and so he's quite elusive, but clearly, and then he had extra money as well, so his guardian would have said that he took out his savings as well, and that was against the plan that they had for the savings that he had, so clearly he had a plan but nobody knew.
So this was Gabriel. This is a 12-year-old boy. What is he afraid of such that he would prepare himself to be on the run?
The $1 million question, we're all in the community trying, because if it is that he doesn't want to go back home, then there are several places he could just find himself in, whether to school or the police, or because the last thing we did today was to send out, we're going to do a town crime if you said it has started early, so we have coined a voice note to that principle, because we think he will hear it, especially after school hours, just to confirm that, that the school community cares about him, we love him, we want him to return to us, he has a bright future, we don't want him to do anything to himself, so we're pleading with him just to come back and take care of him and whatever the matter is up there. But we cannot know why he's doing.
You see, and these are the things that I do not understand. There was no sign of any foul play, no sign of any chicken play. So why would you then be concerned of him doing something to himself? These are the things that I don't understand. Right? They said he was at school all day. He didn't have a phone. So how did he know that the baby has not gone back home and his auntie